सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Om. There is a Sanskrit sloka. It runs like this. Ahara nidra bhayamaidhunam cha samanyametat pashubhirnaranam buddhirhitesham adhiko visheshah buddhirvihinah pashubhis samanah. This is very famous sloka in Sanskrit literature. What this sloka tells: Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maithuna. Ahara means taking food. Nidra means sleeping. Bhaya means fear. Maithuna means procreation, giving birth to children. Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maithuna. Samanyam, common. Samanyam means common. Etat samanyam. Samanyam etat means all these four are common. Etat. Common to whom? Pashubhihi naranam. Pashubhihi means animals. Pashubhihi. Narana means for human beings. These four are common to animals and human beings also. Samanyametat pashubhihi narana. But what is the difference between human being and animal? What makes this human being as the crown of this creation? There are so many animals, birds, insects are there. But how this human being is great than other beings? In what way we can differentiate myself other than insects, birds and animals? That sloka tells you can differentiate by only one. Buddhi tesham adhikaha visheshaha. Adhikaha means extra. One extra visheshaha, property, a gunam. Adhikaha visheshaha tesham, those human beings. What is that? Buddhi. This buddhi will differentiate the other beings and the human being. Buddhi tesham adhikaha visheshaha. Suppose if that buddhi is not used, buddhi vihinaha, arivu illadavanu, buddhir vihinaha, pashubhihi samanaha, equal to animal. So, to claim myself I am a human being, I have to use my intellect to full extent. Otherwise, sollamale uttukira madri aidum. Without telling, I am accepting, I am equal to them. Why? Ahara, eating, sleeping, procreation, the bhaya is very common to all beings and to human being also. But I am different because Bhagavan has given me the sixth sense, buddhi. This is one distinguishing factor. What is the next factor to differentiate between animals, other beings and me, the human being? The second factor is They don't have any goals in their life. No purushartha. No dog or donkey or monkey or cat have any agenda in their life. I want to achieve this goal in my life. I want to complete engineering. I want to go to abroad. Today I want to go and eat in this so and so 5-star hotel. No animal is having this type of agenda. Who is having? Human being is having. Animals having only programmed life, instinctive life. They don't have purushartha. They doesn't have goal at all. Human being only has got many goals, many goals. Different goals. As many people, so many goals. Even one person ke many goals life la. ನಾನು ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಪ್ಲೇಯರ್ ಆಹಣವನ್ ಎನಕ್ಕೆ ಗೋಲ್ ಮೈ ಲೈಫ್. I want to become a musician. I want to become a dancer. I want to become a painter. I want to become a scientist. I want to become a philosopher. What are all these things? Goals. So many goals are there. So this is a factor, second factor that which differentiate the other beings and the human being. Now this is clear? Purushartha means goal. Why it is called Purushartha? Purushena arthyate anena iti Purushartha. Purushena means human beings. Here Purusha means human being, a person. Purushena, by human being. Arthyate, desired by. Arthyate, wanted by, desired by. Therefore it is called Purushartha. What are those Purusharthas? We see later. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, you know that. Really speaking, if you analyze, are we having many goals? All these goals, if you put together, Shastra tells, all human beings are having only one goal, that is Ananda. Any goal, if you want to achieve, main purpose is what? Ananda. So, we can say, every human being has got only one goal. What is that goal? Ananda. Ananda alone is the goal. Then Upanishad comes and tells, this Ananda, what human being is desiring, this Ananda is two types of Ananda. The Anandatliye two types, two variations are there. What are those two types of Ananda? The first Ananda is called Vishaya Ananda. Vishaya Ananda, the Ananda which comes out of an object. Vishaya means object. Vishayananda. And the second Ananda is called Atmananda. The Ananda comes from within oneself. There are two types of Ananda. Every human being has got Purushartha, goal. All goals aimed at Ananda. There are two types of Ananda. One is Vishayananda, another one is Atmananda. What is the nature of this Vishayananda? An Ananda which is acquired by the human being. What is its nature? The nature is, Shastra tells, this Ananda is Bahyananda. Vishayananda ki another name is Bahyananda. Bahyananda means that Ananda which comes from external source. There is a source for my Ananda. It comes from outside, external source. That is why it is called Bahya Vishaya Ananda. Bahya Vishaya Ananda. That Atmananda is intrinsic, internal Ananda. Just opposite. Atmananda is Antarangika Ananda. Antarangika means internal, intrinsic. Antarangika Ananda. This Antarangika Ananda and the perlone irukka internal Antarangika anna whatever is internal Antarangikam, it is always Godham. It is secret. This Ananda, since it is inside, inner Ananda, it is Godhaha. Godhaha means what? It is inside, it is secret. It is covered as though. Now the nature of Vishayananda, number one is the conditional Ananda. Vishayananda depends on a condition. The nature of Vishayananda is, first nature is, it always depends on any object or person or situation. That means what? The person becomes the condition for my happiness. The situation will become a condition, provide a condition for me to get happiness. So therefore it is called conditional Ananda. Like our NDA government mother. This government is conditioned by many other parties. They are always threatening. Na pore. Other parties always conditioning that ruling party. The ruling party is always sustained by other parties. Therefore, our present party, ruling party, is a Vishayananda like party, conditioned by other parties. All our gadgets also like that. They also say, they also threaten us. Even children also will threaten us. Even servant will threaten us because I am depending on her. It is also a Vishayananda, servant Ananda. Once you see her face, enna blooming face. First waiting servant kahada. Even Bhagavan kaha wait pandromo illiyo. Servant kaha wait pandano. Ippo enna sollikalaam innum extra water tank varada illiya. Waiting for water tank. So this is called conditional Ananda, depending. Second nature of this Vishayananda is Samyoga Viprayogantaha. Samyoga Viprayogantaha. This conditional Ananda, which is having an external source, it comes in time, it goes in time. Samyoga comes. When it comes, it is called Samyoga. When it goes, Viprayoga. Samyogaha, where there is association of Ananda of that object, it will dissociate one day or other. This is law. Remember, nalla law ani L-A-W ani capital letters lo eludhukonga. What is a law, no one can change. What is that? Samyogaha Viprayogantaha. Whatever has got association will definitely have the dissociation. That means what? Because of association that I got Ananda, you fill up the blank. Because of dissociation, Ananda also gone. Dissociation when it takes place, my Ananda will go away. Therefore, Samyoga Viprayogantaha. For example, I take a vessel, with water, full of water, a vessel, I put on the gas stove. I'll put on a gas stove and I switch on the burner. The vessel will become so hot. It becomes hot. Because of that, the water oil also boil. The water also will boil along with the vessel. And then when I switch off the burner, the heat after some time, it will go away. It will go away. So the heat borrowed from the fire, the vessel borrowed the heat from the fire. Since it has borrowed the samyoga of fire, after some time, viprayoga, it will go away. The example exactly applies to that. But the fire, the Ushnata, the fire has not borrowed from anywhere. The fire, heat, it is its nature. Can you say vessel borrowed the heat from the fire? You can say. Can you say fire borrowed the heat from anything? Why? Swarupam. It is its nature. Similarly, Atmananda is like a fire. Vishayananda is like the vessel, hot vessel. Vessel எப்பவுமே ஹாட்டா இருக்காது. அது ஃபயர் மேல வெச்சினப்ப தான் ஹாட்டா இருக்கும். புரியுதா? இது சம்யோக விப்ரயோகாந்தக்கு எக்ஸாம்பிள். This is clear. Now similarly, when you put this water on that in the vessel, on the fire, the water fluctuates. The water fluctuates. Sometimes patram also fluctuate. If it goes beyond the temperature, patram also fluctuate, water also fluctuate. Fire also fluctuate? Never. Therefore, Atmananda will never fluctuate where this Vishayananda fluctuate. Vishayananda will fluctuate. Like that, another example Swamiji always gives. Atmananda is like our well water. Vishayananda is like a corporation water. Still they are fighting in the Kaveri water. Supreme Court has given permission to release water, but that people are not allowing us. Still that people are fighting not to release the water. That's Vishayananda. தண்ணி வரலன்னா ப்ராப்ளம். அதே நம்ம வீட்டில் கிணறு இருந்தா ஏதோ கொஞ்சம் தண்ணியாவது வந்துடும். We need not depend. Another example you can say UPS, unobstructed power supply. If you have that, no problem. If you don't have unobstructed power supply, current pocha, out. Mic system out. All our Vishayananda is like obstructed power supply only. எப்போ போகுமோ எப்போ வருமோ தெரியாது. மெட்ராஸ்ல கரண்ட் மாதிரி எலக்ட்ரிசிட்டி. நல்ல சீரியல் பார்க்கும்போது கரெக்டா அந்த இபி எலக்ட்ரிசிட்டி போர்டு பர்சனுக்கு தெரியும். டக்குன்னு கரண்ட் ஸ்டாப் பண்ணிடும். தெரிஞ்சுட்டே பண்ணிட்டானோ అని தோணும் நமக்கு. That is called Vishayananda. This is the nature of Vishayananda. So, Veda Purva, Veda, 4 Vedas, there is a Purva Bhaga and Uttara Bhaga. Previous portion and later portion. If you want to get this Vishayananda, this Upanishad Vedas tells, Purva Bhaga of Veda, we call it as Karma Kanda. Purva Bhaga of Veda is called Karma Kanda. What is this Karma Kanda tells? If you want Vishayananda, I will also help you. Unakku Vishayananda venuma, I will also assist you. Who says? Karma Kanda. Veda Purva tells. Unakku nalla veedu venuma, 24 hours water, 3 bedroom flat in posh area. என்ன பண்ணணும்? சுதர்சன ஹோமம் பண்ணுன்னு சொல்லுவா. கர்மகாண்டா ஹெல்ப்ஸ் அஸ். இல்லை அங்க பிரதர்ஷனம் பண்ணு, அதாவது அந்த கோயிலுக்கு போய் 10 சுத்தி வா, ஏதோ ஒன்று பண்ணு. Who says Karmakanda tells assist us to get Vishayananda. எனக்கு என்னென்ன விஷயானந்தம் வேணுமோ, டாக்டர் வேணுமா, perform this type of rituals. Son வேணுமா, perform this type of rituals. Son also with fair complexion வேணுமா, இந்த ritual பண்ணு. Son, daughter also with long hair you want, take another ritual. And good brother-in-law, good co-sister also. வேணுமா இந்த மாதிரி ரிச்சுவல் பண்ணு, இந்த கோயிலுக்கு போயிட்டு வா. Who says all these things? Karma Kanda tells. What are all these? Vishayananda. Upanishad, Veda is ready to help us, but gives one statutory warning. Ella cholle. And the wills and all, they give advertisement, no? For smoking. They give big advertisement and writes down. Smoking is injurious to health. Statutory warning. That also they write. Adu madri Upanishad also, Vishayananda venuma? Do this, encourages and writes statutory warning. What are those statutory warnings? Next comes points again. First point, Veda Purva Vishayananda. Veda Purva gives only Vishayananda. That Veda Purva tells now, what is that warning? This Vishayananda promotes promotes happiness through objects. Through objects, outside objects. Second, it promotes dependence also. You have to depend. That means what? You are not independent. Once you want Vishayananda, you have to depend either on the person or on the object or on the situation. This Vishayananda promotes, and promotes means what? Encourages this person. Depend on that. Because you asked for Vishayananda, therefore you have to depend on that. Third point, it provides, Vishayananda provides, it promotes to do karma, provides certain actions, karma. You have to do karma. Idi karma pannamale Vishayananda varave varadu. You have to do something. Action is involved. Your effort is involved. Your physical effort or mental effort or intellectual effort is involved. That is called karma. That is called karma pradhanam. And the last and final point, you have to acquire it. Acquisition. It promotes acquisition. It promotes acquisition. Either you have to acquire people, either you have to acquire house, either you have to acquire money, either you have to acquire gold, either you have to acquire children, either you have to acquire house, property, something for Vishayananda. That is, acquisition is involved. Acquisition illamale Vishayanandam varadu. So all opposites, other side, Atmananda. What is the first one? It promotes happiness through oneself. It promotes happiness. That Veda Anta portion. That Veda Anta portion is there. The end portion of Veda. It promotes the happiness through oneself. Not by any outside objects. And it promotes not dependence, but independence. Swatantram, not paratantram. Not paratantram means what? Slave. Slave to objects and people. But here this is swatantram, independence. Therefore our Shastra says, Sarvam paravasham dukkham, sarvam atmavasham sukham. Whatever is depending on other thing, your happiness is dukkham. It's not happiness. And whatever swavasham, not paravasham, this is atmavasham, is sukham. This is promotes the atmavasham sukham. And there it promotes acquisition. You have to acquire this, acquire that, and go here and there. T Nagar pono, Pandi Bazar pono, adi vaangano, Paris pono, idu vaangano, and the shopping center pono, idu vaangano. Acquisition. Veda Anta says, engem pohade ni inge ukaru. Renunciation. ரங்கநாத ஸ்ட்ரீட்டுக்கு போக வேண்டாம், பாண்டி பஜாருக்கு போக வேண்டாம், பாரிஸ் கார்னருக்கு போக வேண்டாம், எங்கேயும் போக வேண்டாம். இங்கேயே நம்ம இருக்கிற இடத்துலயே ஆனந்தம் இருக்கும். நோ நீட் ஆஃப் எக்விசிஷன். நாட் ஓன்லி எக்விசிஷன், இருக்கிறது கூட விடுன்னு சொல்லுறது ரினன்சியேஷன். ஏதாவது டிசைர் இருக்கோ அது கூட renunciation. Therefore, this is not, you need not do anything. If you want this sukha, atmananda sukha, you need not do anything. Karma pradhanam கிடையாது, ஞான பிரதானம். அறிவிதான் வேணும். ஞானம் அடையிறதுக்கு என்ன பண்ணணும்? ஒன்றும் பண்ண வேண்டாம், புத்தி யூஸ் பண்ணணும். அதுக்கு தான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஸ்லோகம் சொன்னது, புரியுதா? அந்த புத்தி யூஸ் பண்ணணும். ஞான பிரதானம். Now here two more points we have to understand. Vishayananda Veda Purvam gives two benefits. Veda Purva gives two benefits. Very, very important point we have to remember. Vedanta never condemn any ritual. Vedanta never condemn not to earn money. Office ke pohada panam sampadikkadan engum sollala. Vedanta never condemns. Veda Purva has got two benefits. Number one is karma. Once you perform karma, you acquire the Vishayananda. You can use for that. Number one, you can acquire the things. You do perform some karmas, rituals, or certain good actions. You acquire certain things and you get happiness. Vishayananda. Number two is the same actions you can use for as a stepping stone for Veda Anta. This is important. Veda Purva encourages the person to become a karma yogi. You can become a karma yogi. Perform actions, but at the same time for the sake of spiritual upliftment. Jnana yogyata prapyartham chitta shuddhi prapyartham karma yoga. That karma yoga is possible in which kanda? Karma kanda Veda Purva, not in Jnana kanda. You are coming now, this is Jnana kanda class, not karma kanda. Kalam mutti vari irundalum ukkara vendida. You need not do anything here. This is Jnana Pradhanam. So before you are coming to this class, Jnana Pradhana, Moksha you are coming, you have to complete Karma Kanda at home, Puja, all those things, your responsibilities all comes under Karma Yoga. Full what you did up to 10 o'clock is comes under Karma Kanda. From 10:30 to, even not 10:30, 11 to, 10:30 to 11 also comes under Karma Kanda only. 11 to 12 only Jnana Kanda. So, அந்த ஞான காண்டத்துக்கு வரத்துக்கு அந்த கர்ம காண்ட அவசியமோ இல்லையா? பார்த்தாடு. So, karma kanda is very important. When you want to come to 11 to 12 class, this ஞானம் அடையணும்னா டிஃபன் சாப்பிட்டு வரணும் இல்லையோ? அது ஆக்ஷன் தானே. You have acquired some food and you have to eat. Karma kanda. அது கர்ம யோகா. எதுக்காக? கிளாஸ் போய் I have to listen. So, Jnana Kanda is possible only when you complete the Karma Kanda. So, some intelligent people use this Karma Kanda for the upliftment of their spiritual growth. Okay? So, therefore, we can use Karma Kanda for spiritual benefit. Now, this is called Karma Yoga. Provides the qualification for Atmananda. The Vishayananda Karma Kanda provides the qualification for Atmananda. The Vishayananda which is mentioned in the Karma Kanda provides the qualification for Jnana Kanda. Upanishadic study. These are all very, very basic foundation. இதெல்லாம் புரிஞ்சுக்கலான்னு நம்ம we may get disturbance at any place. நல்லா புரிஞ்சுக்கணும். இதுதான் ஃபவுண்டேஷன். Karma kanda is important. Family, children, household duties, taking care of the body, and education, study also important. You all have completed some extent, some qualification we have got. Otherwise, what am I talking is like a blabbering. If you don't have that education, which comes under karma kanda, that education if you don't have, what am I talking is, you cannot understand at all. Therefore, that education helped to come here and to understand this subject. Understand? Therefore, எதையுமே நெகேட் பண்ண முடியாது, பண்ணக்கூடாது. Is the intelligent way of understanding Vedanta. இப்போ சிஸ்டமேட்டிக்கலாக இந்த மாதிரி தெரியலன்னா we will misunderstand. Instead of understanding, we misunderstand. Misunderstand. Therefore, now the Upanishads encourages in Veda Purva Dhanam Dhanyam Pashuputra Labham Seta Samvatsaram. Nalladane. Then Upanishad only tells Na karmana na prajayadhanena. All acquire, but they never give total happiness. Ananda. Sorry, now it is in your hand. Vishayananda irukku, Atmananda irukku. இப்போ எது வேணும்? இப்போ voting, election நடக்க போறது. Are you interested in Vishayananda? Are you interested in Atmananda? Pros and cons சொல்லிட்டோம். Vishayananda இப்படி always go on coming and changing, coming and going, depending on other things, always a dependence. You have to put effort and you have to acquire, you have to struggle for that. Even after struggling, they will always threaten you. When they leave your party, you do not know. Anytime they may leave you. But this Atmananda is your own nature, inner self, it is there. You need not do anything. You just understand. இப்போ எது வேணும்? Atmananda வேணும்னா, now Upanishad tells, if you want Atmananda, come to me. Veda Anta. Veda Anta alone gives Atmananda. The Veda Anta portion is called Upanishad. Veda Anta portion, that which gives Atmananda, is called Upanishad. Veda Anta ki another pair enna Veda Siraha. Shira anna head. Veda Shiraha or Shruti Siraha. Shruti ki head. Namak head eppadi important o adu madri inda Veda 4 Vedas ki important na Vedanta is the important Shiraha. What Veda Shiraha tells, no more knocking but seeking. You need not knock at any door for your Vishayananda. You want Atmananda, you have to seek. Seek means you have to search. You have to seek for that knowledge. No more knocking. Knocking at the other door. This Atmananda is like a person standing on the ground. Under that ground there is a lot of treasure. Lot of treasure. Nidhi అని சொல்லுவான் இல்லையா? அப்போ தாத்தல காலம் நாட்டி, that time old ancestors property where he is standing, it is there. What he has to do? He has to dig. Dig it and he will get the wealth. Before also he is standing there only, but somebody came and told, you have a lot of property where you are standing. அதுக்கு முன்னாடி கூட he is standing there only, but he do not know. So you have to, like the water diviner மாதிரி, there is a water diviner. தண்ணி எங்க இருக்குன்னு கண்டுபிடிக்கணும்னா, if you have a mission, water diviner mission, you catch in your hand, you go on walking. When you walk, this mission will make a sound. எங்க இடத்துல தண்ணி இருக்குமோ அந்த சவுண்ட் பண்ணும். அப்ப அந்த மீட்டர் சேஞ்ச் ஆகும். Oh, if you dig here, you will get more water. So the water diviners, when they are putting boring and all, they do this. So what we have to Water diviner madri, this Atmananda diviner, I have to find out. The Guru comes. Upanishad. What is this Upanishad? Upa means approaching a Guru. Upa means near. Pasamipam. Vedanta means Upanishad, other name. Upa means approaching a Guru to get Atmananda. Approaching a Guru to get Atmananda. Ni means Nischaya Jnanam. The Upanishad, you have to split into three. Upa means approaching a Guru for Atmananda, to get Atmananda. Ni means Nischaya Jnanam. Shad means destroying the emotional dependence. Once I destroy my emotional dependence, I will get independence. To destroy my emotional dependence by getting Nischaya Jnanam, for that what I have to do? Approach a Guru. That is called Upanishad meaning. Shankaracharya gives many meanings in this. If one meaning podum, I will tell you later other meanings. If just in the meaning nalla assimilate pannanum. Approaching a Guru to get Atmananda by getting Nischaya Jnanam, by destroying my emotional dependence. That is called Upanishad. And anartham, Sonta Sahityam Sontama Padikade anartham. Clear? Shastrajnopi Brahmanveshanam Swatantrena na kuryat. Shastrajnopi, even Pandit, Nalla Padichalum Kuda, even you have studied Vedas, all other scriptures, or secondary scriptures, or any other scriptures, if you have studied also, Shastrajnopi. Shastrajnyaha api. Brahmanveshanam means this Atma Anveshanam. Brahmanveshanam means what? Atma Anveshanam. Searching for this Atma. Why is searching for Atma? It gives Ananda. That Atmananda. Therefore, for Atmananda or Brahmanveshanam, Swatantrena, independently, na kuryat. Never do independently even though you are a scholar. Who says? Shankaracharya says. In Bhashyam, he writes, Shastrajnopi Brahmanveshanam Swatantrena na kuryat. People feel, எல்லாம் படிச்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் எம்ஃபில் பிஹெச்டி எல்லாம் வாங்கி நம்ம போய் அங்கே கீழே உட்கார்ந்து படிக்கணுமா? ப்ரிஸ்டேஜுக்கு கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டம். I am a rich person, popular person in the society. How can I go and sit there? I have some status quo. I have to maintain that. I am well versed. I am very qualified. I am a richest person. I am a very popular person. I am a qualified person. Still, even though you are a richest person, even though you are a qualified person, even though you are having MPhil, PhDs, anything, once you come for the sake of Atmananda, Brahmanveshanam, you have to approach the Guru, sit down. கீழே உட்கார முடியல அண்ணா சேர்ல உட்கார், அது ஓகே. உபசமீபம், you sit near the Guru, and ఎందుకனா knowledge should flow like this, and water cannot flow like this, it flows like this. That's why next week onwards I am raising my stage. கொஞ்சம் மேல உட்கார். A side point I am telling. So that is why we have to approach a Guru. Upanishad. Clear? Now, next point. If a person studies by himself or herself, 90% he cannot understand. First thing. யாராவது தப்பி தவறி படிக்கணும்னு ட்ரை பண்ணிட்டான், Shankaracharya says 90% you cannot understand. அது எதுக்கு எப்படின்னு அப்புறம் சொல்ல போறோம். 90% you cannot understand. What about 10%, Swamini? Can I understand 10%? Shankaracharya says 10% you will misunderstand. 90% you cannot understand, and the 10% you will misunderstand. என்னமா ஞானம் வரப்போறது? Why this much time we are telling? Many people, many people, they never like to approach a guru. They never like. Because their ego will abstract. Their status will abstract. Their qualification will abstract. Either their sampradaya, it will abstract. Because of one obstruction or other, they will stuck there. Unfortunate thing. So, அந்த அப்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன்ஸ் எல்லாம் தாண்டி வரணும்னா நீங்க ஏதோ தனியா புண்ணியம் பண்ணிருக்கணும். அப்படிதான் வருவா. Keep aside all your status, qualifications, your popularity, your richness, your scholarship. Keep aside and tie and keep aside. எப்போ டை பண்ணுவா? When he will tie all of them and keep aside. Once the person knows the value of moksha, once the person knows that Atmananda, the importance, the significance of Atmananda, moksha, alone he can tie all those things. Until that day he is clinging to them only. He cannot come. That means what? Your interest, your priority, your top priority must be for moksha, Atmananda. அது இருந்தா இது எல்லாமே இன்சிக்னிஃபிகண்ட். அது சரியா டாப் ப்ரையாரிட்டி சரியா இல்லைன்னா இது எல்லாமே சிக்னிஃபிகண்ட் தான். எல்லாமே என்ன? குவாலிஃபிகேஷன்ஸ், ஸ்டேட்டஸ், ஃபேமிலி, ரெஸ்பான்சிபிலிட்டிஸ் எல்லாமே ரொம்ப 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 சிக்னிஃபிகண்டா தோணும். ஒன்ஸ் ஐ நோ தட் இஸ் மோர் சிக்னிஃபிகண்ட் இன் த லைஃப், ஐ நோ வாட் இஸ் புருஷார்த்தா இன் மை லைஃப். தீஸ் ஆர் ஆல் நத்திங். தீஸ் ஆர் ஆல் ரியலி ஸ்பீக்கிங் ஆல் மென்ட் ஃபார் தட் ஓன்லி. வாட் மெச்சூரிட்டி? இவ்வளவு மெச்சூரிட்டி இருக்கணும் சாஸ்திரம் படிக்கணும்னா. புரியுதா? அவளை மெச்சூரிட்டி இருந்தா கண்டினியூ பண்ணுவா. அப்புறம் இல்லைன்னா 2 கிளாஸ் 3 கிளாஸ் இப்படி பார்த்துட்டே இருப்பான். பாப்போம் எப்போ நெக்ஸ்ட் கிளாஸ் விடலாமா பார்த்துட்டே இருப்பான். என்ன குருவுக்கு என்ன நஷ்டம்? ஒன்றும் கிடையாது. ஆனால் இன்னும் நமக்கு டாப் ப்ரையாரிட்டி வரலன்னு அர்த்தம். மோக்ஷா டாப் ப்ரையாரிட்டி வந்தா இப்படி உட்கார்ந்து அப்படியே கேட்போம். இல்லைன்னா இப்படி ஜஸ்ட் ஜோக்கிங். நாட் யூ, ஜெனரலி பீப்புள். நமக்கு எதுக்கு? சாஸ்திரா நெவர் கம்பெல், சாஸ்திரா நெவர் ஃபோர்ஸ். இஃப் தட் டிசைர், that intense தீவிர முமுட்சுத்வம் comes, you will run for Vedanta classes. No one can stop. Yourself itself, legs will pull towards that side. என்னமோ சுவாமினி அப்படியே மனசெல்லாம் அங்கேயே இருக்காது. என்னன்னது அது தானாவே வரணும் உள்ள. புரியுதா? அதான். ஓகே, நவ் கம் டு ஞான காண்டா. இதெல்லாம் பேசிக் இன்ட்ரோடக்ஷன், ஃபவுண்டேஷன் முடிச்சாச்சு. ஓகே, நவ் திஸ் ஞான காண்டா வேத அந்த. there are, each Veda has got one shakha. The different branches are there in Vedas. What are the 4 Vedas? Just recollect. Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, Atharvana Veda. The 4 Vedas, this Jnana Kanda occurs in every Veda. Every Veda, in the Rig Veda Anta, there is a Jnana Kanda. Yajur Veda Anta means end portion, Jnana Kanda. Sama Veda end also there is a Jnana Kanda. Atharvana Veda end also there is a Jnana Kanda. Again, these Jnana Kandas, there are subdivisions. They are called Shakha. Subdivisions. 1108 branches are there. 1108 branches. Shakhas are there. Shakha means branch. And 1180 branches la, இப்போ நமக்கு how many available na? 108 alone are available. 108 alone are available. All other 1000 branches are gone, not available now. Imagine. Because no writing, no like the CD, cassette மாதிரி கிடையாது, notes, books கிடையாது, printing கிடையாது, only karna parampara. So some காலகர்ப்பத்தில் அப்படியே போயிடுச்சு. 108 we have. 108 principles உபனிஷத். பிரின்சிபல் உபனிஷத்துனா முக்கியமான உபனிஷத்து இருக்கு. அதில் ஒரு 10 உபனிஷத்து, 10 உபனிஷத்ஸ். அந்த 10 உபனிஷத்ஸ் ஆர் வெரி 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 பாப்புலர். Very, very popular. What are those 10 Upanishads? There is a sloka. Isha kena katha prashna mundamandukya tittirihi aitareyam cha chandoghyam brihadaranyakam tatha. First Upanishad is called Isha. Idhukku in a sloka form, easily you can remember. Adhukku da sloka. Isha Vashopanishad, first one. Isha Kena, number 2. Kena is the second Upanishad. Isha Kena. Isha Vashopanishad, first one. Kenopanishad, second one. Isha Kena Katha. Kathopanishad, third one. Fourth one, Prashnopanishad. Fifth one, Mundakopanishad. Sixth one, Mandukya Upanishad. இந்த பேரெல்லாம் கேட்கறதே புண்ணியம் பண்ணிருக்கணும். அந்த உபனிஷத்து பேரு காதல்ல விடுறதே பெரிய புண்ணியம் பண்ணிருக்கணும். மாண்டூக்ய உபனிஷத். நம்பர் 7, தைத்திரியோபனிஷத். நம்பர் 8, ஐதரேயோபனிஷத். Number 9, Chandogyopanishad. Number 10, Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Isha kena katha prashna mundamandukya tittirihi. Tittirihi anna Taitriyam. Aitareyam cha chandogyam brihadaranyakam tatha. That is the sloka. Clear? Why these 10 Upanishads are alone important? Next question. Because these 10 Upanishads are only taken as an argument in the Brahma Sutra. To negate other systems of philosophy, the Brahma Sutra is written by Vyasa Bhagavan, Vyasa Acharya. It is a Nyaya Prasthanam, fully argument based. Fully argument based. For that argument, the argumentator who is argumenting, he uses, quotes all mantras from these 10 Upanishads. That is an argument based text, Nyaya Prasthanam. There is a Prasthana Trayam. Prasthana Trayam means there are 3 important texts. Every mumukshu, every Vedantic seeker, whoever wants to get moksha, must study Upanishad, first Bhagavad Gita, Smriti Prasthanam, then Upanishad, Brahma Sutra, Nyaya Prasthanam. So Shruti Prasthanam and Nyaya Prasthanam. So these 3 are important. Brahma Sutra, mainly these 10 Upanishads are quoted in that. So to study Brahma Sutra, one has to study 10 Upanishads. அது படிக்காமலாம் you have to blink your eyes, that's all. Brahma Sutra படிக்கணும்னா இந்த 10 உபனிஷத்து படிக்கணும். Another important significance for this 10 Upanishads is Shankaracharya wrote commentary, bhashyam for these 10 Upanishads. Shankaracharya wrote a commentary for each sloka. Word to word he has done translation in Sanskrit for 10 Upanishads. Therefore, these 10 Upanishads are very popular. Why he wrote? Shankaracharya wrote bhashyamana, அதில் சூத்திர பாஷ்யத்தில் இதெல்லாம் ஆர்குமெண்ட் பண்ணியிருக்கேன். அது படிக்கணும்னா இந்த பாஷ்யம் படிக்கணும். தேர்ஃபோர் இது பாஷ்யம் இருந்தால் தான் இது நல்லா புரிஞ்சுக்க முடியும். இது புரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டோம்னா தான் அது நமக்கு புரியும். Therefore, these 10 Upanishads are very, very important. Among these 10 Upanishads, minimum 6 Upanishads we have to study. Among 10 Upanishads, minimum 6 படிக்கணும். So, therefore, this Mundakopanishad occurs in Atharvana Veda. And all those 10 Upanishads also you can write down one Veda it belongs. First Ishavasyopanishad belongs to Yajurveda. First Upanishad what you have written? Ishavasyopanishad. It belongs to Yajurveda. That means Yajurveda Shakhalandi vandadu. Kenopanishad Samaveda. Kathopanishad from Yajurveda. Prashnopanishad from Atharvana Veda. Mundakopanishad also from Atharvana Veda, which we are going to see. And Mundakopanishad also Atharvana Veda. Taittiriyopanishad Yajurveda. Aitareyopanishad Rigveda. 9th Chandogyopanishad Samaveda. It belongs to Samaveda. Last and final Brihadaranyaka belongs to Yajurveda again. This Mundaka Upanishad belongs to Atharvana Veda. Atharvana Shakha Sambandhamana Upanishad Mundaka Upanishad. Why this is called Mundaka Upanishad? Mundaka means head. Head is very important. So, Mundaka is also very important Upanishad. Therefore, we study first. Even the sloka order, Isha Upanishad is there. But Mundakopanishad is very, very important Upanishad. All 10 are Upanishad important. But Ishavasya, very difficult Upanishad. Beginning lo, எப்போமே Mundakopanishad da படிக்கணும். This is our traditional way of teaching. But some people say, some traditional acharyas say, no, இந்த ஸ்லோகம்ல எப்படி இருக்கோ அப்படியே படிக்கணும்னு சொல்றான். They are all telling. What we say, அந்த ஸ்லோகத்துல ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பூர்ணமதா பூர்ணமிதம் வரும். அந்த ஸ்லோகம் புரியணும்னா very, very, very difficult. Therefore, our acharyas takes Mundakopanishad. That is one significant. Another significant for this name is Mundaka means head. Mundaka Vratam. There is a Vrata. This person keep a pot on his head and he has to walk. அது ஒரு Mundaka Vratam ஒன்று இருக்கு. So whoever takes that, do that Vratam, Mundaka Vratam, it is, they before studying this Upanishad, they have to do that Mundaka Vratam actually. So, இப்போ ஸ்ரத்த மனசுல இருந்தா போதும், அதே நமக்கு முண்டக்க கேரி பண்ண மாதிரி தான். ஸ்ரத்தா இருக்கணும். So, that is why this is called Mundakopanishad. It has every Veda has its own Shanti Patha. Every Veda has its own Shanti Patha. Because Ananta Shastram Bahuvedittavyam and Alpascha Kalaha Bhavascha Vignaha. Ananta Shastram. Shastra is Anantam, limitless. Bahuvedittavyam. Nariya terinchikku vendiyது இருக்கு. Bahuvedittavyam. Nariya புரிஞ்சுக்கணும் தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும். But Kala Alpascha Kalaha. ஒரு உபனிஷத்து படிக்கிறதுக்கு நமக்கு இத்தனை வயசு வந்தது. முண்டகோபனிஷத்து இருக்கான்னு தெரிஞ்சுக்கிறதுக்கு எங்க 1108 உபனிஷத்து என்ன படிக்க போறாங்க. அல்பஸ்ச காலஹ. இதுல பகவஸ்ச விக்னாஹ. So many problems. Guest problem. Guest கூட problem தான். Problem in the sense they come, there are so many responsibilities, physical problems, neighboring problems, water problems, so many obstacles. இது இல்ல மைண்ட் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்டிங் ப்ராப்ளம். புரிய மாட்டேங்கிறதே, ஞாபகம் இருக்க மாட்டேங்கிறதே, அது ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம். ஸோ பகவஸ்ச அனந்த அல்பஸ்ச காலஹா பகவஸ்ச விக்னா. அந்த விக்னம் எல்லாமே வராமல் இருக்கணும். இந்த முண்டகோபனிஷத்தை இந்த 10 உபனிஷத்தாவது படிக்கணும் இந்த லைஃப்ல. ஒரு சாந்தி பாடம் படிக்கணும். அந்த சாந்தி எதுக்குன்னா இந்த அப்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன்ஸ் ஒன்றும் வராமலே எவ்ரி தர்ஸ்டே அந்த கிளாஸ் போகிற the டைமுக்கு all of you have to do நமஸ்காரம் to all gods. So gods, please help me. No obstruction should come. If like that obstruction comes, I cannot study. Therefore, we'll read that mantra and complete. We will see the meaning in the next class. Just repeat after me the Shanti Patha. Om Bhadram Karnebhih Shrunuyama Devaah.
Om Bhadram Karnebhih Shrunuyama Devaah.
Bhadram Pashyemakshabhiryajatraah. Pashyemakshabhiryajatraah. Sthirairangai Stuštuvagum sastanubhih Vyashema devahitam yadayuh Swasti na indro vruddhashravah Swasti nः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः This is the Shanti Patha occurs in Atharvana Veda Upanishad. Any Upanishad belong to Atharvana Veda, we have to chant this mantra. So meaning I will give in the next class. We will enter the proper text from next class onwards. Shanti Patha. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om